is our biggest asset. You know, we can't buy it, you can't undo it. It's so special. And that brings me to what I wanted to talk about now, and that is masculine and feminine energy. I've been hearing it a lot lately. And the gist of it, from what I've gathered, is that we have within us, all of us, this masculine and this feminine energy. And the way that the masculine energy is presented here is this, it's a doing energy. It's a provision, going, doing, functioning, push. It's this go-getter attitude of an energy. And then the feminine energy, what they talk about, from what I understand, is the receiving, the birthing of new ideas and concepts. It's the ability to open up, to receive, to take, to get, to rest. I think is also, you know, a big part of that, because it's in that resting phase that our bodies can heal, that the cells can rejuvenate, and that they can be sorted out, that our bodies can start digesting the food that it needs. So resting is also active, but it's in a different space. And the reason I was thinking about sharing this is because I find that so many women, myself included, I've had burnout severely, it was horrible, struggle with feminine energy. We struggle with the feminine side of ourselves. And I think that that's a large part of why so many of us feel lost. We have a culturally accepted or a societally placed standard of throw like a girl, you know, that this toxicity between masculinity and femininity. But in an energy sense, we need both to function. We need to sometimes push through. It's not just about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. We need to push through. We need to go. But somewhere along the lines, we've forgotten about the receiving. And I work with a lot of women who give so much to their families, who give so much at work, who give so much to their clients, and they don't receive. And I think part of it is because, you know, people start taking it for granted and taking advantage of the fact that they're giving. But I also think a part of it, and they often confirm this, is we've forgotten how to receive. We've forgotten how to create that space to allow people to give back to us, to allow ourselves to be in that receiving mode of doing what feels like sometimes nothing. But I don't know about you, but I've known, like I've seen, like stopping work, going for a swim or a walk or something, and just taking that space, that time out, and inspiration has hit so hard. Those ideas, those thoughts, those feelings come up. And that gives me the energy and the inspiration and the insight to redirect, to make sure I'm going on the right path, to get my masculine energy to go and start doing in the right direction. Instead of it being this tapping out, draining, exhausting space of giving, and not getting anything back. And oftentimes we'll end up resentful because we've given so much and we didn't make space to receive. And it's our job to look after ourselves and to honor our energy and to create safe spaces where we can sit back and receive. Whether it is going for a walk, going for a swim, sleeping in, whatever it is, it doesn't need to be anything fancy, and it can be as well. But it's whatever you feel you need to do to take that space back. And I'm sad that it's become a privilege, that it's become a luxury to do nothing. I think that our society, there was a book that I read, and I can't remember the name right now, Matt somebody Haig, I think. He says that society is made to depress us because it's not good for the economy. If we're happy with what we have, why would we buy anything else? And I think that we've somehow shifted from being citizens to consumers. And that's why we feel we're only as valued and valuable as how much we produce, how much we do. And even though I'm directing this a lot at women, I think men also crave and long for that space of just being able to receive. And it's an important part of my process, is realizing that there's time for masculine push, but there's also time for pulling back, rejuvenating, restoring, resting, and receiving. I haven't studied the masculine and feminine in depth. This is just from trainings that I've done here or there and what makes sense to me and in my practice. And it's been helping my clients as well to realize like what we need to do and the exchanges we need to make to go from that pushing to putting back and receiving, and that it's not a submissive stance, but a very authoritative, powerful space. That powerful space just made me think of, I looked up the word empowerment the other day because there's so many people that talk about empowerment. There's so much like on empowerment these days. And I looked up the definition and they spoke about empowerment being, permission, authority given to somebody about a decision over something. And I love that because I'm thinking about permission granted. We need to give ourselves, we've been given the authority, but we keep giving our power away. So giving ourselves permission to rest, permission to be brave, permission to speak up, permission to exist, permission to be seen, permission to, be masculine, push and to pull. Anyway, my little thoughts for the week that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that you all have the most beautiful, amazing, glorious, splendid weekend. Bye.